as other stuff, but it could be.
All right, so if you had to roll the dice, what would you take? Smallpox or the Ebola?
Oh, that's a good question. Oh man, they're both so brutal. It's and they're brutal in different ways, and so it's like, I don't know.
Yeah, if you have to roll the infectious disease dice.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm going to go with the smallpox.
Yeah, me too, honestly.
I mean, after I've fallen in some dark holes the last couple of weeks looking up infectious diseases, okay? And, once I start my Google search, it's done. And I saw how you die from Ebola, and that shit is wicked.
Hemorrhaging in the lungs and everything, like, no.
All your organs from the inside out, no.
Liquefying, no. Absolutely
No,
not.
absolutely not. But, so who do you live with?
I go back and forth between houses. I'm still, 25. I'm a millennial. I have no money, but
of course,
I switch between my dad and stepmom and my mom and stepdad. But obviously, I'm just at one place right now. So
right.
Yeah, those.
So are you guys all quarantined together?
Yeah, my dad's. Yeah, we are.
And no one in your house is leaving currently, unless. Okay, just like emergency.
For shopping or whatever, yeah.
Yeah, so everyone's home. Yeah, over here, we get up at dawn, Nell, and we ride.
At dawn.
Every morning. We're up, and we got to go to work.
Oh, man.
I'm essential because, people need their pizza, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, my girlfriend works for the hospital, so she's mandated. But honestly, I haven't really... I'm obviously washing my hands and obsessively, doing whatever I can, wiping down my car. But I really haven't had too much of a real fear. Like, you know what? If I get it, I'll be okay, right? So now, as I'm in my hole, every single thing I looked at that was like, if you get the coronavirus, these are the things that you have to be concerned. I checked every box, okay?
Yeah.
Overweight, diabetes, and high blood pressure, and my age. So I was literally like, do I just buy my gravestone now? But and also, I think being my age, like you don't want to like realize that, all right, well, maybe I'm hitting the elderly button here. I'm getting close. So I've had to come to terms with my age and my health the last few weeks because I feel like I'm fine. But I was talking to a couple of my friends who are in the medical field, and they're like, you're the one that needs to stay home. You're the one that needs to be concerned. I'm like, but I feel fine. So
yeah, it's a weird virus. It really is. And it is a bit more serious than, it's pandemic. It's like the problem with the virus too is it's not just the typical old and new stuff. There's still like, young people where the virus is unexpectedly really serious. And so it's kind of, now it's a little bit of a strange Russian roulette game that you want to be careful about.
Right. Suddenly it's just like taking out healthy younger people.
Yeah.
It's just, it's so bizarre. Do you know anybody who had it?
I think my younger cousin did, but that it was a little bit more of a mild case. So he's fine now, but it was like 3 weeks ago he had the whole shortness of breath combined with fever and stuff. And that's basically what they're looking for, is the shortness of breath plus fever plus cough. And so then that's when you gotta, like running out of breath, like from bedroom to bathroom, just walking there. Like that's a serious sign.
Yeah. So I know that a couple comedians, friends that both of us know, did post on Facebook they had it. And unfortunately, a friend of mine's father passed away from it last week.
Oh,
but he got it in a nursing home. So,
it wasn't as bad.
It wasn't, I don't know. It's terrible either way. Horrible, but it's I feel so bad for the elderly people in nursing homes because they just don't really have a shot, if they get it.
Yeah.
But most of the people that I know who have gotten it have recovered. But man, it doesn't seem like anything I'm interested in having. But if I'm going to get it, I got it yesterday now. Because I was at work 11 hours and I must have seen 400 people at least.
Oh, yeah.
Between delivering and waiting on people. And we did a pickup window, but still all the money I was touching. And I'm a face toucher. Like, I think of that song, When I Think About You, I touch for me, it's like when I get home, I just want to touch my face. I touch my face.
I was like hyper aware every second.
Yeah. So, so when I get home, I strip off, I, scrub down, take a shower, and then I'm free to touch my face.
Yeah.
And I make my girlfriend strip down all her clothes and get in the shower too as soon as she gets home. I don't know which of us are being more exposed, me or her at this point, but I figure
contaminate how you can. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we're just going to go down together. What can you do?
No. If we're going to die, might as well die.
Yeah, might as well go down together. So, so a lot of this on the show is what I love to do is talk about stupid news. And for me, doing this podcast recently has been tough because, God, there's just not enough really great stupid news out there, And but I did pull a couple stories. I did send them to you, but we're gonna. So there's a zonkey now. Yeah. So a zebra mated with a donkey, and it had a hybrid little baby, and it's a zebra donkey mix. Did you see the picture? It's the most hysterical.
It's so cute.
Isn't it? So its little legs are zebra-like.
Yeah, they look like leggings. It's like...
Right. It's got the zebra legs, but then it kind of slowly fades and tapers up the body into a little donkey.
Yeah, it's the cutest thing.
It's the cutest little thing. But anyway, so it's called a zonkey. And they found it in a national park in Kenya. They found, the foal so what's the foal, the mother, or is that the baby?
The foal's the baby, yeah.
Foal's the baby. Yeah, so bizarre. But I don't know. I thought, well, maybe now they'll just breed these and we'll have zonkies everywhere. Yeah. All right, now, you're looking at me. Yeah. Okay, I colored my hair myself, and I will on and off. I will color my own hair, but the last few times I've had my hairdresser color it. I was just being lazy, and I feel like it looks shiny and nicer when she did it. So the other day I thought I have got to buy hair color. So when I was at Wegmans, told my girlfriend, I'm like, I will get you your color too. Because I have a feeling hair color is going to sell out. She's like, oh, you're crazy. Sure enough, Walmart CEO says the hair color is going quicker than the toilet paper.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the hand sanitizer and the toilet paper and the disinfectants have now, second thing now is hair clippers and hair dye.
I love it.
So I'm thinking, now listen, if you're a dude and you have what do you call those? How they have the nice trimmed up haircuts and they have to do them every, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, some of them.
Oh, that's annoying. Yeah.
Get their hair done, shaved or whatever, number 2. I don't know what they do. But now there's nothing open to groom anybody. But a friend of mine, she was like, oh, I swear I just saw 2 guys going into that barber shop down the street. I'm like, I am sure people are like, please clip my hair, which I don't know. I mean, if alcohol is essential, then why isn't grooming?
Yeah.
Some of us have to go to work.
Yeah. Or some people just want to look good in case they die.
I mean, if they, that's a good, at least I'm going to go. Well, yeah, but you're not able to have a funeral, so really I don't know who's going to see you right now if they have to
Go out
lay.
styling.
Go out, yeah.
That counts.
It's the thought that counts. But yeah, so that was like one of my things. I'm like, you know what? They should be allowed to have like maybe one at a time wear a mask. I don't know if the hairdresser's comfortable and you don't have a problem. You put your mask on. I don't know.
Yeah.
But and also my toes. Okay, I need a pedicure. My feet are looking rough.
Yeah.
So I mean, those are, you know. So what is it that you really miss besides obviously doing mics?
Well, I like going out to eat a lot.
Yeah,
it's low key one of my favorite things. Actually,
that's one of your favorite hobbies.
Yeah.
So you miss that. Have you been ordering food in, or are you like, no, we can't?
Oh, yesterday just made a trip to Bill Gray's, and me and my dad and stepmom, we just no, you just pick it up the 6-foot lines and then just do it, and then.
Okay, so you had that was your outing.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'll tell you.
It's better than nothing.
My Dunkin' Donuts by where I work, okay, the one that I frequent, like we go, like I go to drive through like 2-3 times a day. We go get our coffees, and the lines have been around the block, and I'm like, what is going on? Well, now Dunkin' has to close at 6:00. Don't ask me why they're making Dunkin' Donuts close at 6:00.
That's crazy.
But the girl was telling me, she's like, we have never been busier. She goes, and everyone's like, I'm so bored. This is like my outing. It's
so bored you get a donut.
Yeah, that you can drive and get your coffee at Dunkin' Donuts because it's just a little trip out of the house and you don't have to really socialize.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I saw that in some places, what they're trying to do now is give out $1,000 ticket for like not sheltering in place, for like socializing.
Yeah.
And have a party. And I'm like, well, so I'm thinking like there's got to be some shit going on down by Park Ave. You know them kids are partying.
Oh yeah.
Right? They're not sheltering in place.
No, they don't believe in science.
Well, let me tell you, my 2 millennials won't even come in my house now. They make me put their dinner on my porch. So when I tell you, when I tell you they're sheltering, they are scared, them 2 girls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, so you miss going out to eat. And obviously your mics.
Yeah, I miss the mics so hard.
You were the most faithful, hardworking comic out there. I mean, I tell you, there's not a mic and Sarah Shipley. Yeah. Sarah's at them all too.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you've got I don't have the strength now. I did in the beginning because I wanted to prepare myself for that Rochester's Funniest thing. And I was hitting them every night for like 5 weeks to get ready for that. But the grind. I'm too old now.
You're fine. Come on.
No. So did you find any good stories out there? Stupid stories?
The closest one I found was that this one woman in California, she went missing for like 12 hours. For some reason, she was like got in some like bush, and people didn't report it right away because they thought she was a bear cub. Was she on the Tiger King? No, I'm just kidding. That would have been amazing. That's a great idea.
Yeah. Did they think she was like, she was a bear cub? Do you think she was in like Joe Exotic Zoo or something? Yeah. That's.
She might have escaped, but eventually people saw her. They're like, yeah, okay, we'll help you. And so they did.
Oh, man. And, another thing, too, is I'm noticing here is they finally got rid of all those disposable plastic bags they did. And now there's nothing but, like, rubber gloves and masks flying in the wind now. So
like,
that's the new debris. That's been.
They should have, like, sites where you could dispose of them. But it's like, still, man, just why would you dump that?
It's like all over. It's really ridiculous.
All your nasty germs on it, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So now, are you into any conspiracy theories?
No, not really.
No, nothing, right?
Yeah, pretty much nothing. I mean, I don't know. UFOs, I